Okay, so we're going to work through some area and perimeter problems together. If you turn this in on Friday, you get a Hoot Loot. $5 Hoot Loot, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you do not have to do number 1 on the front. You do not have to do number 1 on the back, okay? So I just eliminated a bunch that you don't have to worry about, okay? So the front and the back, you don't have to do number 1, okay? All right. Everybody, put your finger on the paper where it says teacher table. Make sure that's the side you're on, so that when we're following along, you're on the right problem, okay? All right. Let's look at number 2. And this is also going to help you on your daily work today because I think there was some problems like this. So if you were struggling after we do this lesson, you might have a better understanding. Thank you. Okay. So it says a race course has a perimeter, oh, that seems important, of 204 yards. The length is 60 yards. What is the width of the race course? Okay, well, first I'm going to put inside this rectangle that the perimeter total is what? 204 yards. Why would I not put square yards?
Because it's not a square.
It's not area. Very good. Very good. All right, well, remember when we were doing these problems the other day, the first thing we did is we drew a strip diagram. Well, who can raise their hand and tell me, if I look at that rectangle, if 60 yards is this length, what do I automatically know about the length on the bottom? It's going to be 60 on the bottom as well. Well, I just eliminated, I only now have to look for what? One width and another width, so 2 sides. Oh, I love that. Who can raise their hand and tell me what would go on my top bar? Camden?
204.
Her dream has come true, ladies and gentlemen. She was commented in the video. Okay, now, what else do I know, Forrest? What do I know about this? What can I put in my bottom part of my strip diagram?
60 yards.
Okay, 60 is my one side. Can I do it again? Thank you. And now what am I looking for? I'm missing what, John?
You're missing 2 W's.
Thank you. 2 W's. Great job.
I know it.
Okay. So now I know what I have, but I got to figure out what I'm missing. What's the first thing I should do in this problem? What's the first thing? Add what?
60 plus 60.
Chase, what's 60 plus 60? Perfect. So I know that I have 120. Now what am I going to do to figure out what's left? Allie?
You're going to subtract 120 from 204.
So like this? Alright, I don't have to regroup in my ones place, but I do have to regroup in my tens place, and 10 minus 2 is what? Okay. There is a problem on your daily grade, just like this. And how many of you chose this answer? It is a distractor, because what's left?
You have to divide by 2.
I have to divide by 2. I am missing 2 sides. 2 sides. So I'm going to take my 84. And I'm going to divide it by 2.
So 42.
So 42, I like that. So 2 goes into 8. I know it goes in 4 times, right? If I bring down the 4, 2 goes into 4. 2 times. And what am I left with?
42.
So the width is 42 yards. Don't forget that important part of dividing it between the 2 sides. Once you've solved, you've already done all that work. Don't forget, You need to split that total between the two sides that are missing. Okay? Are we okay with this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at the next one. Number 3.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. A notepad is in the shape of a rectangle. Oh, I'm going to underline that. That has a width of 4 inches. The length of the notepad is 3 times greater than its width. What is the perimeter of the notepad in inches? What's the very first thing I should do before I do anything else, Navika?
Draw a picture.
Draw a picture. It said rectangle. Okay. I know that I have a width of 4 inches.
And 3 times.
But if I'm finding perimeter and this width is 4, what's this width?
4.
Okay. The length of the notepad is 3 times greater than the width. I'm literally going to write it exactly as it said. 3 times greater than the width, which gives me what? 12. Does everyone see how we did that? It even said it. 3 times as greater as the width. Well, if that length is 12, is the bottom length 12 as well? And now, am I able to find the perimeter?
Yes.
Because how do I find perimeter?
Add all the
I add all the sides. Perimeter is length plus width plus width. Or 2 times length plus 2 times width. Well, I know that 12 and 12 is what? 24. And 4 plus 4 is 8.
So it's 32. Plus 12
32 what?
inches.
Inches. Very good. 32 inches. Don't forget that you have a reference chart in your WIP folder, your star chart, that gives you all of the formulas if you've forgotten. Okay? And you're allowed to use it for everything. So on Friday when you take your learning check, pull it out. You can have it. Okay? You can use it for star. You won't be able to use the one you have because we've written all over it, but you will get a fresh one. Okay? And what I've taught students in the past is as soon as you get it, you write down all the things that you want to put on there so you have it. Okay? All right, we're going to do one more together.
Is it number 4?
Number 5. Number 4, though, I do want to just, this one's area. You have one on your daily grade where it wasn't asking for the perimeter, or for the area, it was asking for the perimeter. Remember, if you are given a rectangle that only has one length and one width, but it's asking for perimeter, what should you do right away? Label the other length and label the other width. Because if you didn't do that, you might be getting the wrong answer. Okay? All right, let's look at this one. Below is a picture of Lori's living room. Her shag rug is located in the top right-hand corner. How much space on the floor is not covered by the rug? Okay. So I'm going to look at this. I lost my little paper. Here we go. Okay. What do I think so first I'm noticing I have this rug right here. And I think it said area, right? Because if it's a carpet or a living room floor, I'm probably going to look for area. But I think I have 2 steps here. Because I don't want to know the area of the entire floor. I want to know if I got rid of that rug, what would be left? So how am I going to do that? What would I do first in this problem? Think about that. What would I do first?
You would first multiply 24 and 18.
Okay, so Navika's saying I'm going to multiply 24 and 18, which would give me the area of what? The whole thing. So let's do that first. Let's find the whole thing first. Okay, so she said 24 times 18. I'm going to do partial products. Again, it's whatever works for you. $20 plus 4, 10 plus 8. All right, this would give me what? 240. I'm done with the 10. What's 8 times 20? 160. And 8 times 4? 32. Ooh, I like this because I feel like I can do this in my head. What's 160 plus 40? 200. What's 200 plus 200?
400.
And what's 400 plus 32?
432.
Done. Am I done?
No.
No.
To distract it. No.
Okay, now what do I need to do?
Do step 2.
Well, if I want to know the whole floor, living room floor, but I don't want the rug included, what do I need to do next?
You can find out what the rug subtract.
I'm going to want to subtract,
You can find
but
out what the rug.
I have to figure out what?
You can figure out what the rug is and then subtract it from what you got.
So first I've got to figure out the area of the rug, and then I can subtract, right? All right, so I'm going to do an algorithm with this rug because when I'm doing a 2x1, it's pretty easy for me. So I know that 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 gives me 64. Again, another what? Distractor. What is the last step?
Minus it from 431. No, you can't minus 64 from 40.
Yes. You're going to take 64 away from 432, right? So I'm going to take my 432. I want to take away the rug, which was what, 64? Lots of regrouping there. Make that a 3. Oh, that was a 13, but no, that's going to be a 12. 12.
So 2 plus
12 minus 4 is
8, 6, 3. 364. 368. 368 feet.
Square. Because
It's area.
Because it's area.